I should probably do that. Hey y'all, I'm back. It's been a couple of years. Last time I posted on this channel, I'm not sure if that was public or not. It was for an assignment for a class, and then this channel just went dark. I do have a couple things to say. I probably should have flipped this over a little more. I think this would look good. I don't know. I have a couple. Yeah, that doesn't capture the fish tank quite right. I have a couple things to say. First off, I want to give a final update on my saltwater aquarium. Things I wish I had done. I wish I had scaped it out. I wish I had gotten a couple more rocks. I wish I had done a little more with it. If you're ever considering getting the Fluval Evo, it is a great starter tank. If you're a beginner, you just need to know a little. You need to do a little more research on the tank. Do a little more research on the stand, because it has a bottom where it's just like the bottom part of the tank. Like it's kind of weird. Like the bottom part is like it stands on a little stand that goes on the stand, but that catches water that you just don't see. So that pretty much destroyed my stand. And it's still standing, but it's not as beautiful as it once was. So as of recent years, or not as of recent years, last year I went off to college for my freshman year. I had a dorm and I tried to bring my saltwater fish tank up, but that's not really a good way to do it. So the tank crashed. I didn't lose any animals, thank God. I think we lost a couple of hermit crabs, but beyond that, I don't really care for the hermit crabs. Beyond that, the clownfish are okay. Yeah, and then I lost a couple of fish before that. As for the actual tank, we lost a couple corals, but I have some new corals in, and I have some, and they're doing well. They haven't grown, but I'm not surprised by that. The actual tank is doing pretty well. It crashed. It crashed multiple times, but we were able to pick it back up. Lots of people, if you don't know, your tank is probably gonna crash at some point, and that's normally the time when most people put it back up. But you can revive it. It's just very, very hard. You're gonna lose some corals. You're gonna struggle, and it's gonna look nasty. And I broke my leg. I wasn't able to do many water changes. I broke my leg in last March, so we're coming up on a year, and I wasn't able to do much to prevent the crash and to stop it before it started. So when I finally did that, it took a couple months, and now that it's back, it's really going well. I have a thriving reef. It still has a little more algae than I would like, and my cleanup crew is not as skilled or equipped as I would like, but they're still doing good. As for like the future of my saltwater aquarium, the Evo is probably going to be sold off. I need the money to fund this thing, so my Fluval Evo, I don't like. It's kind of falling apart, and I think someone else new to the hobby would absolutely love this tank. I think giving it to someone new in the hobby would be the best option, and that's probably what I'm gonna do. As for like the new tank behind me, later that year, I'd saved a little money. I managed to get I found this tank. I've been looking at this thing for years, and I finally had enough to get it, and I did. It is truly a really nice tank, and I had it sitting in my closet for a few months because I needed an apartment to set it up in, and we finally got an apartment, and we finally got everything hooked up. And just a couple of days ago, and just yesterday, I was able to get this thing set up and get it looking good. It is a beautiful, beautiful model. It took me hours to scape it simply because I enjoyed aquascaping this so much. And I think that's part of the satisfaction of saltwater aquariums is they are more difficult. Things can absolutely go wrong. Corals are more sensitive than plants. A lot of plants don't melt away. Corals die. I mean, they aren't super difficult to take care of, but if you're not paying attention, they are. But for me, that's the fun of it, is like paying attention, being able to watch this. So yeah, I finally got this aquarium that I've wanted for a couple years now. And I love it. It looks good. I built this cabinet all on my own. And I set up the light. And the light, it is the Fluval C. I've been playing with it all day. I've been I put it in a sunrise, sunset mode. And I gotta say, I love it. Having a light that does from day to night is beautiful. And I think we need some more. I think lights like that we should really think about. As for like how I'm gonna do this is gonna be like I'm setting up for one of my classes. I have to set up a blog and I have to do social media stuff. And I really want to use this tank as a way to keep track of, as a way to like tell a story, journalistic, because I'm going into journalism. It's a way I want to tell a story. I want to tell the story of some fish shops, but all through the lens of this tank here. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I think we're going to go to some local shops in the DFW area. We're going to learn about them. We're going to learn about their histories. And then we're going to learn, and then I'm going to kind of review this product. I'm going to review both the Fluval C Marine light that I got here. I don't know how old this is, but yeah. I'm going to review this, and then I'm going to review the actual tank itself. How does it run? Is it quiet? Is it not? Is the stand good? And right now I do actually have a few complaints, and I will tell those to you. I wish the magnet would close a little more. The magnet just kind of swings like that. So I dislike that. And the tank, it's kind of off. The stand isn't big enough to hold the tank. And so there's just these little edges that kind of look awkward. And I don't like that so much. But so far that's my only complaint. As for how it runs, I don't know yet. But we are going to learn. It's going to be a very interesting journey. I got my aquascape built, and I'm going to put stuff on top. And we're going to add stuff to it. My current rocks, I need to add I don't want to just get rid of my corals. So I'm going to take my corals. I'm going to literally destroy my frag rack. It's also, my frag rack is trash at this point. So I'm going to take away my frag rack. I'm going to put some corals in here. We're going to see what happens. And this is going to be a pretty interesting experience over the next few months, because we're going to try not only aquascaping it to make it look like a natural reef. I know there's people that like the lagoon setting, but I feel like we're going to, clownfish live in shallow water. So we're going to be maybe a mile off the coast. This is what it looks like. And this is going to teem with life. We're going to have so many animals, and we're going to learn about these animals. We're going to learn a little bit more. Once again, as I said, we're going to learn some of the history of these fish shops. We're going to learn about animals. We're going to learn a little more about some of the animals we have, and I'm going to produce some content fish-wise about this tank right here and about the animals we get. So I'm going to do journalistic stuff, and then I'm going to do stuff about how to care for these fish. And now that I know a little more about what I'm doing, what I'm how do you aquascape? And so I think I'll probably make my first video how to aquascape a saltwater tank, because I learned so much. So yeah, honestly, yeah, I'm excited. And I think y'all should be too. It's going to be an interesting journey, this next portion of my life. Because I feel like my fish tanks have followed my portion of my life and how I've gained experiences. And I could write a whole essay about it. But learning how to keep fish, learning how to do everything correctly, and then building up to where I am now. as a fish keeper where I'm really, because it's been 5 years since I've been in the hobby. 5 years now. I keep saying I've been in the hobby 5 years, but it was like 1, 2, 3. I got really started in 2021, and now this is my 5th year in the hobby. And I'm not one of those 20-year hobbyists, but I do know things. So I really want to bring that to you guys. Really want to bring what it's like to be a young fish keeper. I want to get more people my age into the hobby. There aren't enough young people in the hobby because it's an expensive hobby. But we really need to do that. And I want to see exactly how I can and exactly what to do to make this happen. Because it's just like you have so many problems that affect the fish keeping hobby. You have the Hawaii fish ban. You have some animal activist groups that don't have the best interest of the hobby at heart, and arguably don't have the best interest of the environment at heart. And I've done professional writing about the fish tank hobby. Funny story, I did an opinion piece about how to take care of bettas and the fact that Petco and PetSmart don't treat them well. I did this, and my editor hyperlinked a PETA article into one of my works, and I was a little mad because I didn't do that. Like, I was like, because PETA isn't trustworthy. They don't believe that a fish should be in a tank. But I do. Like, I think having these animals and having all of this is important to teach our children about the future, and also to, like, especially with saltwater aquariums where we have coral bleaching and coral dying. Like, this is the one time I'm actually going to get political here, but and I hate the fact that climate change is a political issue, but they're gonna go extinct because people don't care. And I think people should care. To me, being in this hobby has taught me that there is a way out of climate change, and when we are ready as a human species to bring these animals back, our best way is to have this hobby and to learn how to breed these fish and to learn how to get these coral ready for when they're ready to and learn how to get these corals ready to return to the environment, because ready to return to their natural environments, because we'll get there one day, but we're going to lose a lot, and we need to make sure that I think aquarium hobbyists have that opportunity to give back in that sense. And I think it's our best solution going forward, not only professional aquariums, but hobbyists. And that is our best chance. So yeah, that is what I'm going to do. That's also my only political take. Like and subscribe. Bye-bye.